Okay, so this is part 2, dividing decimals. So recap of the end of the last video in case you took a break. We showed that this was our dividend when written in a row like this. It's our dividend divided by, oops, I added an extra e to dividend, divided by our divisor. Okay, so dividend goes inside. 1.8 is the first number in our problem, so it's naturally going to be the first number that you write down. And then we placed the 45 thousandths on the outside. We also talked about how we do not divide by decimals, so we move our decimal over as many times as needed to make it into a whole number. And then what we do on the outside, we have to do on this inside to hold place value. Okay, I always like to rewrite my problem. This is a lot going on already, so I just clean it up by saying 45 divided into 1800. Okay, we said 45 times 4. 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 4 is 16 plus 2 is 18. So 45 goes into 180 4 times. And then we have 0, so we have to bring it down, and 45 goes into 0 0 times. So our answer here was 40. Okay, let's go to the next one. Step 1, write the problem with the dividend on the inside and divisor sign on the outside. So again, this is the first number, so we're going to write the first number. Okay, this is the second number, so the second number goes outside. So that's how we set it up. It says move the decimal in the divisor until the decimal is far right. We have a whole number, so we don't have to do that. Step 3 says move the decimal in the dividend, the same amount of numbers. So because we didn't have to do step 2, we don't have to do step 3. Step 4 says bring the decimal straight up into your quotient and divide like normal. So we do have to do that. 14 does not go into 3. 14 does go into 31 2 times. 14 times 2 is 28. Okay. We have to borrow right here or regroup. 11 minus 8 is 3, and 2 minus 2 is 0. We're going to bring this down. See how many times 14 goes into 34. It's going to be 2 times. Minus 28. Again, we have to regroup. And then 14 minus 8 is 6. We are going to round to our hundredths place. So let's go one more time. And 14 goes into 60. Let's go to the side. 14 times 4. 4 times 4 is 16. And 4 times 1 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So it goes in 4 times. Minus 56 is 4. Okay, so here we have 0 and 224 thousandths. We're going to round to the nearest tenth, which means this place value right here. If I'm going to stop right here, I have to look at the number to the right of it. If it's 4 or less, I just drop it off, and my answer is 0.22. If it happened to be 5 or more, I would have to round up, and my answer would have been 0.23. Okay, last problem. Bailey has 6 chores to complete each week. She gets paid $22.50 each week. How much does she get paid per chore? So she has this money, and it is all the money, right? $22.50. And to get this money, she had to do 6 chores. I want to know how much is this chore, right? How much is this chore? How much is this chore? So we are going to be dividing $22.50 by 6. Okay, so our outside number is a whole number. So remember, when that happens, you do not have to do step 2 and 3, which is moving the decimal over. So we just go straight into step 4, which is bringing the decimal straight up and dividing like normal. Okay, so go ahead and press pause and solve this problem, and then press play once you have finished. Okay, you should have gotten 3.75. What does it mean to get an answer of 3.75? Look at the question. How much does she get paid per chore? Well, so we just solved the problem and we got 3.75. So that means that she gets paid $3.75 per chore. So when we're solving a word problem, we want to reread the question and make sure we answered it correctly, okay? Make sure if you have any questions that you write it down here so that we could talk about it in class.